Beach. Anyway, hello. It's Monday today, and I hope you're doing well. I went book shopping today, but I didn't find any books, unfortunately, and I also haven't reserved the books at the library yet. But we are still reading The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue by V.E. Schwab, and I'm on page 62 so far, and I actually thought I would read more under the weekend, but no. So far this book has been a little slow, a little boring in a way. We have read about Addie's past, about her making the bargain, and now we are just reading about what her life is like right now. Other than that, I don't even know what we are going to read this week. I guess we will just see. I have some books here in the bookshelf that I haven't read yet, but I don't really feel like reading any of these. Easy.
I wanted to talk to you. I was yeah. And it's also here. You're not here yet. So,
Hello. I went to the library today and I got some books. They were really nicely packaged. They were really nicely packaged. So it was quite hard to actually open them up, but it was quite nice that I didn't have to do anything at all myself. Basically, I just reserved them on the internet and I went there and they already just had them laying there for me. And yeah, so the first book I got is Ghost, written by David Mitchell. Then I got Ready Player One by Ernest, Cline, 10% Happier by Dan Harris, and Talking to Strangers by Malcolm Gladwell. And then of course we are still reading The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. I'm almost on page 200, and so far it's still kind of slow, but it's getting better because we have already met this guy named Harry, I think, who can remember Addie, and I'm just excited about reading about what's going to happen between them. I'm not saying that they are going to be in some kind of relationship or anything like that. I don't mean that. I'm just excited about reading about what's going to happen. Are they going to start talking more somehow? Is Harry, or whatever his name was, going to help Addie? Is he going to provide her with a place to stay at night and just stuff like that? Maybe even a job. And at the same time, we are also reading about what happened in 1719, I believe, about the dark god visiting Addie here and there and trying to convince her to give her soul to him, because the deal was that Addie will get the life she wants until she's ready to give her soul to the dark god. And well, the dark god was like, oh, okay, I'll make the life she wants a hell for her. I'll make it super hard for her so that she would give me her soul as soon as possible.
If you wanna hold my hand, I'll let you. I'll be your man. Don't wanna be your friend again. She wears a chain and destroyed my heart. Don't know how to tell my mom that it's you I want. I know you're waiting for an answer. See, you look just like heaven if I ever get to go.
It is Thursday night right now, and I didn't really film anything yesterday. I don't even know what I did yesterday. I have just felt kind of lost in a way, like not really feeling like reading or doing anything, and just mentally not well. So that sucks, and I've got this voice in my head telling me that, oh, I've got to do this and this and this and this and this, and I've got to read more books so that I would have something to talk about on YouTube, and just a lot of stuff, and like, oh yeah, you're not good enough, but you have to figure something out, and I will figure everything out eventually. And yeah, sometimes it's, I guess, just okay to have slower weeks, but it just feels like I don't have time, like I'm not doing anything in a way. Like I just wake up and then all of a sudden it's time to go to sleep again. And yeah, I don't know, it has just been crazy. But other than that, I've finished reading The Invisible Life of Addie, LaRue, and this wasn't my book. This wasn't my taste at all. I just found it super slow. The story itself is alright, I guess. I mean, I'm not a big fan of it, but the main reason why I didn't really like it was because it just felt so slow and repetitive and stuff like that. And now the problem is that I started reading 10% Happier by Dan Harris, and I think I'm far. I'm on page 10 right now, but this book also seems so slow and stuff. It's like so far he has been talking about his own life a little bit, and I know it's just like the first 10 pages of a book. Yeah, they are obviously meant to be slow and like boring and stuff, but the text is so small and I just don't feel like reading it. And the thing is, I have no idea what I want to read. I don't really want to read anything right now, but I guess it is what it is. And yeah, I don't know, this week is really different and slow and weird, Friday night now, and I figured out what I want to read. So I am now reading Ready Player One by Ernest, Cline, and I just got to chapter 11, which starts on page 108, and I love this book. This book is so good and so entertaining, and I just don't want to stop reading it. It's a book about this one guy who has designed this virtual world named Oasis. Anyway, he has designed this virtual world, and then he dies, but he has become super rich, and he has kind of made this game. He has hidden 3 keys into this virtual world, and when you find all those keys and open all those gates, then you are the winner of the treasure, which is all the money that he kind of earned, and all the money that was left over from him when he died. We are reading the story in first person, and the main character is a boy whose parents died, so he had to move in to live with his aunt, but we all know how all of that stuff goes. Well, his life there is just super bad, and he's poor. He doesn't really get food or anything from anywhere because his aunt takes his food coupons and kind of tells him to just figure out what he's going to do himself and where he's going to get his food from and where he's going to live and stuff like that. So he spends most of his time in that virtual world, and he is one of the people who is trying to find that treasure. So far he has gotten the first key and he has opened the first gate, and yeah, I just love this one. That was it for this week, so I guess I'll see you next week, and yeah, okay, bye bye. I don't know where.